Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and I want to talk about a few things. So, in the last day, we've had some more info come out on what the next, I don't know, what next week is going to happen on Dokkan, right? I'll get into a lot of the stuff. So, I was waiting to make this video. I did want to talk about something Team Dokkan tweeted, which we're going to get to in a second, about the new BROLY that is definitely coming to Global. We don't know for sure that he's coming next week, but it does seem as though he's going to arrive next week. We'll get into that in a second. Now, for JP, right? Tonight was sort of like, I don't know, I guess like an update night, but it was very, very short. They didn't add a lot. It was just the Beerus in Monica's costume event, which isn't really that big of a deal, but that one support item that can help you with LR Gohan nuking in the punching machine event is here, so that will be good. The other thing they did is they dropped this banner right here, this LR featured Beerus banner. Now, it's not been pulled on DBZ space, that's why we're looking at it in-game here. I do not recommend summoning on this. I think it's a mistake, because right now, Global is definitely getting that BROLY, I would say, sometime in May. I would say that's like a 99.9% chance. JP might get BROLY. They might get the LR Family Kamehameha units. It's not really too sure. I'm sure it'll be a lot more clear what's going to happen on the JP side of things in a few days. V-Jump will arrive in probably the next 3 or so days. Usually around the 17th, I want to say, is when we get V-Jump info. So, you know, it could be, that could be the first time we see what BROLY looks like, or maybe BROLY is only going to come to Global for now, and then JP will do, I don't know, maybe a Ultimate Gohan Tournament of Power Dokkan Festival or something like that, right? So, I don't summon on this banner at all. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because, you know, seems like that BROLY is going to be pretty crazy. I'll get into that in a second, too. So if he drops on JP, you're definitely going to want stones for him. But we'll see what happens. So looking at this, we got LR Beerus featured, right? Beerus is great, but I don't recommend summoning on this because you've got Imp Beerus, bad. SCR Beerus, not the best. Tech Whis is essentially bad now. Int Whis is kind of bad. Beerus is solid. Champa's good, but, you know, limited to basically one team. AGL West Kai is really good, but you don't want to pull her as a featured unit. This Vegeta's still good, but, you know, he's been around a while. Tech God Goku is really good. SCR God Goku is solid. Int God Goku is okay. And then we got a couple of SRs here. This is a skip. This is a skip if there ever was a skippity skip banner. Do not summon on this whatsoever. Let that sit there. Don't touch it at all. Do not, because I'm sure JP will get like a Dokkan Fest next week, right? Because we got the Trunks and Zamasu. That was the last week of April. It's been, I don't know, what, like 2.5 weeks? I think maybe closing in on 3 weeks since Trunks and Zamasu have arrived. So next banner will probably be a lot better than this. I will say that LR Kale and Khalifa are indeed on this banner. They are unfeatured in the banner, but do not. I know they're the best unit in the game, but you don't want to chase them. Now, heading into the coin shop, all of the LRs are here. Now, what I think is very interesting, right? So, with Trunks and Mai came out in December on their banner. Then the next Legendary Summon banner that arrived on JP was the Super Baby 2 banner, as well as the Goku, Trunks, and Pan banner. Now, if you guys notice, they are not here in the gold coin shop yet. So, I don't think this banner counts to like the next banner to where they'll add in the next batch of LRs into the gold coin. So what I mean by that is it seems like what they'll typically do is an LR will come out like Trunks and Mai, then the next LR banner will not have them in the gold coin shop, but then the next new LR banner after that will. So here's what this means. The next new summonable LR that will drop on JP, LR Goku, Trunks, and Pan, and Super Baby 2 will be added to the gold coin shop, right? Presumably that will be the new BROLY. We'll get into that again in 1 second. And then the banner after that, then Kale and Khalifa would be added to the gold coins. I could tell y'all right away, I am saving my gold coins for Kale and Khalifa, even though I could use the SSR for Super Baby 2, but it's not worth it. So, definitely, I'll tell y'all this. Any players out there, you want to know who to use your gold coins on? It's easy. Kale and Caulifla, because they're the best unit in the game. And here's the thing, you can use 15 copies of that unit. All, like, the LR, TUR, and SSR are all amazing. They're all very good. For all, like, I feel like I could make the point that not only are they the best LR in the game, they're the best TUR in the game, and they're the best SSR in the game. I could even say, listen, y'all think I'm gonna back down? I'll say they're the best unit in any game ever. They're not the best unit in the game. They're the best unit in the history of games. That's what we're going with there. Okay. Enough memes aside. Alright, so we're gonna jump over here. So, let's get into this LR Broly talk, right? Because this is hype. I think this LR Broly is going to be crazy based alone off of just his, like, his active skill, which looks very interesting. Alright, so right here, we have, this is Global. Global is having maintenance next week, I guess we could say. Next Sunday night is when this maintenance will be. If you guys notice, it's a rather long maintenance, so I wonder if this would be a new, like, would they do the next update that Global needs? Maybe. Again, that's possible. But we did see some info related to what this might be. So here, let me go to this. We're actually going to click this real quick. So Goresh makes a tweet, right? Talking about this maintenance right here, which has since been adjusted, by the way. If you notice the times on Goresh's tweet, they have been adjusted a bit. The maintenance was actually, like, extended, really. I think it's an extra hour. Yeah, because it starts a half hour earlier and ends a half hour later. So they added an extra hour onto the maintenance time. So to me, that does seem like this is going to be a rather large update for Global, right? That doesn't look like it's going to be a small update. So, presumably, like, already, I would say, yeah, that definitely does seem like Broly will be dropping. But then if that wasn't enough, so Goresh tweeted this out, and then Team Dokkan quote tweeted it with this right here. So there we go. Broly appears to be dropping on Global. Now, okay, so if the maintenance is on the 19th, I would expect Broly maybe in about a week. On the 21st, I think Broly could drop on Global. I think that's a very realistic time. Now, the other thing, too, is both Team Dokkan and I have seen Kawhi, I believe, confirm this as well. So let's look at this. So this is a tweet from a week ago. This was Team Dokkan talking about not really too sure what would be on the banner for the LR Gohan and Goten banner, right? And then someone, later responded and, like, the banner was down here. I saw someone tweet with a picture of the banner. I just wanted to show it real quick. Oh, well, guess what? We're not showing it now. Anyway, so Team Dokkan was talking about the banner, right? Now, down here, he mentions he doesn't know if JP is going to get the LR Family Kamehameha right away, but down here, of course, the famous future Broly will be premium. What he's saying is that this Broly right here is going to be a summonable LR. That is a good thing, by the way, because that means he's going to be ridiculously good, because all summonable LRs are the best units in the game. Now, like, here's the thing. A lot of people misunderstood what I said about LR Gohan and Goten at first, right? I had said that they were the worst Dokkan Fest LR. I never said anything about them being bad or the worst LR. I still, even in that video when I made it, I still would have had them pegged as, like, the 7th best unit in the game. Now, I probably would put Gohan and Goten at number 2. I think they're the 2nd best unit in the game. And the only reason they're not number 1 is because number 1 is the best unit in the history of video games. So that's why Gohan and Goten are not number 1. But I do think they are very good. Now, just based alone off of how good they are, I mean, I would have to imagine that this Broly is going to be pretty good. Now, we saw he has an active skill. It gives, like, what is it, like 48% attack, and it gives him 24 ki. Obviously, that's showing he's going to be an LR. Now, here's the thing, though. A lot of people saw 48% attack, and they're like, oh, that's not really too impressive. But no. It's going to work differently, just like LRB Pan's active skill works. So, LRB Pan is not yet on Global. She'll be coming during the 4-year anniversary. But her active skill, it's a true buff. Like, that's what Broly's is going to be. His 44 or 48%, whatever it is, it's not going to be added to his passive. It's going to be a true buff. So it would not surprise me if Broly hits twice. Like, he will hit twice as hard on the turn that you utilize his active skill. So I think it's very possible that he is going to be a disgusting, disgusting unit. Now, Team Dokkan has him right here as this Super Saiyan Broly. I mean, we'll see what he could be. If we head over here, right, let's go ahead and jump over here. So we know that Broly is going to be summonable. Now, we don't know if he's going to be a Dokkan Fest or a legendary banner. So if, you know, Dokkan Fest is, of course, red coins. Legendary banner would, of course, be yellow coins. I'm thinking he's going to be a yellow coin legendary banner unit, not a Dokkan Fest exclusive. The only reason I'm saying that is because I think it would be a bit odd for Global to release 4 consecutive Dokkan Fest LRs, because I imagine the next Dokkan Fest for Global, I don't know, is it going to be the LR Super Saiyan 4s? I think it could be. Maybe they'll squeeze in like Kid Goku, but I think the next Dokkan Festival for Global is probably going to be the LR Super Saiyan 4s, unless it says Broly, right? But if Broly is a Dokkan Fest, so that means they'd have LR Gohan and Goten, LR Dokkan Fest, LR Broly, LR Dokkan Fest, and then they would go into the 4-year anniversary, LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, both LR Dokkan Fest. So Global would go from having 2 LR Dokkan Fest exclusives, which was this, you know, the same time 3-year anniversary, you know, in basically their 4 years. So they had 2 leading up to the 4-year anniversary, and then right there at the 4-year anniversary, Global releases 4 Dokkan Fest LRs. That just seems a bit goofy, so that's why I think he'll be a legendary banner unit. Now, if we take a look at Broly, right, first off, if he is this Broly right here, this is the one that Team Dokkan tweeted, this is where he would be. His name would be Super Saiyan Broly. Now, there is an issue with that, as you guys can see. That is this guy right here. So you would not be able to use this guy and the new LR Broly on the same team. I don't fully believe they would do that. Okay, so for them to drop this Broly and then to immediately drop like a better LR version of that Super Saiyan Broly, I don't know that I think they would do that. So what I think is the most possible is it's actually a regular Broly card, because look at this. It's not like, you know, this guy is okay right here. He's fine. He's that's it. That's all I'm going to say. He's a fine unit, you know, because he does have his double super attacks, right? Then you've also got this guy who's okay, but, you know, he gets way better once he Dokkan Awakens, because after he Dokkan Awakens, that's where he gets his EZ8, and he's just, you know, significantly better as the Broly Wrathful version. But there's a hole. Like, we could use a really good version of just base form Broly. And see, here's where they made a mistake, by the way. I have no idea what they were thinking, not making Broly from this Dragon Ball Super movie have a different name than OG Broly. That was the dumbest, that was one of the dumbest things they've ever done. Because this guy is not the same as this guy. They are not the same. They are so different outside of the fact that they go into that giant hulking form. That's the only real similarity between them. And they've got like the green key and stuff like that. But like, you know, these Broly characters are not similar. So I hate that they gave them the same name, because if this guy was, you know, Super Saiyan Broly, Dragon Ball Super, or something like that, then boom, we'd be good. And no, I do not think they would release him and give him, like, they're not going to name him, like, Super Broly or something like that. Like, it's going to be the same name, Super Saiyan Broly. So I think best case scenario is it's a Broly right here, who transforms into Super Saiyan Broly. Maybe he then further transforms into Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, I don't know. But he transforms into Super Saiyan Broly, and then at that point you could use his active skill. As far as we're aware, the active skill is not a transformation, but it would make a lot of sense for me if he was base form Broly, transforms into Super Saiyan Broly, then you use the active skill, which turns him into Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, and then he also gets that massive attack buff for that turn. That seems reasonable to me. So I'm hesitant to believe that he's going to be named Super Saiyan Broly, just because he's going to be better than Dragon Ball Super Broly. There's no doubt about that. And, like, that would just be real goofy in my eyes. Because, like, dude, when did this guy come out on Global? Like, freaking 2 months ago, basically. Like, no way are they going to replace him. I just refuse to believe that. So, unless they're going to make this new Broly highly specialized against, like, the Goku family. So maybe, like, I don't know, he gets like a 500% attack buff against Goku family category units, and then outside of that, he just has like a 100% attack passive or something like that. I mean, at that point, because even earlier today, I made a tweet earlier where I mentioned, like, I could see here, I'm actually gonna, hold on, I'm gonna pull up my tweet real quick, because I do want to show this right here. So I mentioned that we could, like, start seeing more units like this that sort of are good against certain categories, right? So, like, this Goku is from the Super Android 13 movie. I do think he is worthy of a card. A Dokkan Fest exclusive, an LR, something like that for sure. And I was like, maybe he could get like 200% attack versus artificial life forms and movie bosses, 2 categories that Android 13 is in, right? And then here we have Goku, who finished off Broly from the first Broly movie. You know, he could get like 200% attack versus Pure Saiyan and full power, 2 categories that Broly is in. So if they're going to release this new Broly, they should do something like that, because just to release a straight up replacement for this guy so soon, that's... I don't want to call it scummy, but I think it is in bad taste. So I don't think they're going to do that, because Dokkan has not really been making mistakes like that recently. So let me know what you guys think. Broly should be arriving on Global next week. Who knows for JP, but I am expecting him to be very, very good. Especially if they're going to release Gohan and Goten and then followed up with another LR. I can imagine him being nearly as good, or better than Gohan and Goten. I don't think he'll be a significant drop-off in any way. So definitely seems like a very exciting time for Global. Let me know what you guys think about this new Broly coming. I'm excited. I'm just hoping that he's like base form Broly is his name. Like that would work out so good if he was just base form Broly. Because although the only thing is he's only base form in that movie for like 2 seconds or something, isn't he? So, but I mean, they already do have a Broly from that movie right there. So I don't know. We'll kind of see. Let me know what you guys think of everything. And I'll catch you guys next time.